Welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your host, Zach Balint. This week, we've got your top celebrity gossip, plus we answer Would You Rather Thanksgiving edition. Stay tuned. Hollywood Headlines starts right now.
Welcome to Hollywood Headlines. Welcome back. I'm Haley Kauffman. It seems both Channing Tatum and his ex-wife, Jenna Dewan, have moved on with their lives. Channing confirmed on Instagram Tuesday night his new romance with singer Jessie J. In the post, the actor praised his new girlfriend for her performance at the Royal Albert Hall in London. This woman just poured her heart out on the stage at the Royal Albert Hall. Whoever was there got to witness something special. Wow. Tatum wrote alongside the photo of the stage. It was confirmed that Jessie's mother was also in attendance and even met the Magic Mike star as he sat several seats away from the mother. 2 days ago, it was even shown that the singer cheered on her new boo at the opening night of his Magic Mike live show in London. Since the famous duo recently started dating, Tatum has frequently tagged along on Jay's tour across the UK and US. It has also been said that he even brought his daughter Everly along with him to jam out to the sold-out shows. Jenna, on the other hand, is happily dating actor Steve Kazi, known for his role in Nashville and Legends. Channing and Jenna announced their separation back in early April of this year, but only recently filed for divorce. We wish the best to both of them.
The toys are back in town. Disney has released the first teaser trailer for Pixar's Toy Story 4 on Monday morning. The trailer gives us a look at beloved old friends like Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and Jessie. But there's a new face that doesn't seem too thrilled to be part of the gang. We get a sneak preview inside Bonnie's room and become introduced with welcomer Forky, who's described as an actual spork turned craft project who insisted he isn't a toy, voiced by Tony Hale. He tried to get away from the gang but gets pulled into an adventure he'd rather skip. Director John Cooley states Forky is a toy that Bonnie made, so he's facing a crisis. He wants to fulfill his purpose as a spork, but now has a new toy purpose thrust upon him. Toy Story 4 is set to follow Woody and his property to the kid, but when Bonnie adds Forky on the road trip, it shows Woody how big the world can really be for a toy. The movie is scheduled to open in theaters on June 21st, 2019.
This week, the world lost one of its mightiest heroes. Stan Lee, the Marvel Comics patriarch, passed away Monday afternoon. The 95-year-old was taken by ambulance from his Los Angeles home on Monday morning to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where he later died. Lee had suffered several illnesses over the last year or so, such as vision issues and pneumonia, which is what sources say are most likely the cause of death. Stan created Marvel in 1961 alongside Jack Kirby with the Fantastic Four, and went on to create Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man, the Avengers, and many more. He even has made cameo appearances in a number of Marvel movies. Once the company went full tilt in Hollywood, he sued the company in 2002 for royalties he was owed. 3 years later, the case was settled for $10 million. Joan Lee, his wife of 69 years, passed back in 2017 at the age of 95. Lee is survived by his daughter, JC. Rest in peace, Stan. All of us here at Hollywood Headlines are deeply saddened by the loss of Stan Lee.
Winter is coming, literally, right now. But Game of Thrones fans are going to have to wait until this spring for the final season to air. HBO announced this past Tuesday, November 13th, that the final season of Game of Thrones would air in April of 2019. HBO had previously announced that the final season would air in the first half of 2019, but we now have an exact month as to when the show will return. Along with this announcement, Thrones fans were given a promo video for the final season that had past scenes and events from the major characters within the show, and ended with the hashtag #ForTheThrone. As this video has no new footage in it, can't be seen as a trailer, so we'll be patiently waiting through the winter until the trailer for the final season of Game of Thrones drops sometime before April. For now, let's take a look at the promo put out by HBO.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win. Or you die.
One war that matters, and it is here.
Pokemon is making its live-action debut on Monday, November 12th. The trailer for Pokemon Detective Pikachu, starring as Justice Smith as Tim Goodman and as Ryan Reynolds as the voice of Detective Pikachu, dropped quickly, moving up to the top trending video on YouTube. The movie followed Tim and his father's partner, Pokemon Pikachu, in a hunt to find Tim's father, who went missing after being involved in a car crash. The trailer depicts hyper-realistic versions of the Pokemon that many people have grown up with throughout many games and animated series that Pokemon has produced since starting up back in 1996. Not everyone is a fan of the way the Pokemon are being depicted through the film, but we will have to wait and see how the film itself turns out once it reaches theaters. Pokemon Detective Pikachu premieres in the theaters on May 11th, 2019.
One of Bachelor Nation's most controversial couples is expecting. Ari Lewing Jr. and Lauren Burnham from The Bachelor Season 22 have just revealed that their first child is on the way. The couple's wedding is planned to be held in January 2019, and Burnham is working with her dress designer Haley Page to accommodate her growing baby bump. Burnham said, "The first thing we thought was, oh my gosh, our wedding. Obviously, we're not married yet, but this is the way it happened, and this is probably the way it was meant to happen." The couple took to Instagram Wednesday with Ludwig writing, "Nothing compares, absolutely nothing compares to the moment you find out you're going to be a dad. We cried, we laughed, and it really was such a special moment for us. We're so freaking happy." Burnham kept it brief and also shared her due date, writing, "Our greatest adventure begins June 2019. Burnham and Ari know the sex of their child, but aren't ready to share it with fans just yet. We have to be careful not to slip," he says. Burnham said she had an inkling about whether it'd be a boy or a girl before they found out, and she was right. "But I think either way, we're so excited," he adds. "I think we both were not really leaning one way or the other, and we really were." And here at Hollywood Headlines, we say congratulations to the happy couple on their first child, even though the couple's beginnings were filled with controversy.
Our famous Queen of the UK does not like eating slugs. How do we know this fact? According to her former royal servant, Charles Oliver, he wrote about the experience in his book, Dinner at Buckingham Palace. Apparently, the Queen and Prince Philip have a notebook at every meal to write their feedback regarding their meals. One time, she returned a note with the body of a dead slug and said, "I found this in the salad. Could you eat it?" She really is the Queen of Shade. Charles adds that the rest of the book is relatively blank because the Queen is usually not fussy about food. However, when she has a guest, she will record their likes and dislikes for future reference.
Thanksgiving's largest parade, which features 16 giant character balloons, 43 novelty balloons, 26 floats, 1,200 cheerleaders and dancers, more than 1,000 clowns, and 12 marching bands, is just around the corner. And we have everything you need to know right here on Hollywood Headlines. The 92nd Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade airs Thursday, November 22nd from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until noon on NBC. You will see your favorite Today Show host, Hody Savannah Guthrie, and Al Rocker. Don't have cable? No worries. NBC has partnered with Verizon to provide a 360-degree live stream. You can expect to see performances from the Broadway musicals Mean Girls, My Fair Lady, The Prom, and Summer, the Donna Summer musical. Other performances include Kane Brown, Bazzy, Pentatonics, Ashley Tisdale, and so many more. Arguably every child's favorite feature on the Macy's parade has to be those larger-than-life balloons. Some of our most beloved animated characters will be making an appearance: Pikachu, the Grinch, and the Power Rangers. But of course, the parade would not be complete without the Pillsbury Doughboy. And we are fully aware that we are still in November, but we are still just as excited as the kids are to see Santa. That's all the time we have for stories, but when we come back, we'll be taking a look deeper into our thoughts on today's top celebrity gossip. Stick around, Hollywood Headlines will be right back.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
If you're thinking about whether or not you're sober enough to drive, you aren't! Otherwise, why would you be thinking about it, huh? Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Hi, I'm Peter. And there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends. Come on in! Help yourself to anything. That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
We are now going to talk more about some of the stories that we just talked about before that commercial break. So, Channing Tatum and his now ex-wife.
Yeah, and they just recently filed for divorce, but I remember seeing the Instagram post that him and his now ex originally posted saying, like, hey guys, just kind of leave us alone. We are just like, we're making this decision, you know, nothing bad has happened. Like, I'm assuming, you know, there wasn't an affair or anything, but they're just like, we just kind of want to go our separate ways, and this is something that we decided as a group. And I remember that post. It doesn't even feel like it was that long ago, but now I guess he's already moved on.
I don't generally follow the celebrity breakup, divorce, who's with who. I kind of forgot Jessie J was a person, though. Not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, she's got the...
I didn't realize she was still
She
singing.
doesn't have that. I feel like she doesn't have that many hits.
She had that one-hit wonder with Price Tag or whatever that song's called.
Yeah,
and
you got it right.
I kind of forgot she existed beyond that.
I don't see the two. I don't see them clicking. Like I really liked his ex because I feel like they actually had a connection and you could see that. But maybe there's something I'm missing. I don't know.
Maybe. Toy Story 4. I just don't understand why it exists.
It honestly hurts my heart because I grew up with Toy Story, the first one. Second one, yeah, okay. Third one, I was like,
couldn't even tell you what the second one was.
Should have cut it off at 2.
I couldn't even tell you what the second one was about, to be fully honest.
You don't need another one.
I don't remember what the second one was about. I do remember the third one because it had that weird bear in it.
Yes.
But I feel like the third one he was even fine because Andy moved
to college.
Andy grew up. He moved on, gave his toys to someone else,
right.
and that was a nice, very fitting ending for the series. I feel like there's no reason to make another one.
It's solely for the money, honestly. Yeah. And the kids aren't even gonna appreciate it like the OGs appreciate it because we grew up with this. We followed this.
Exactly.
And they're just like, ooh, wow, a new movie. Let's watch it.
So, speaking of growing up, Stan Lee's death is a lot. He's what will Marvel be without Stan Lee and his amazing cameos and everything?
It's just not gonna be the same.
That's celebrity deaths don't generally impact me, but I was like, wow, that one actually
it really
hits.
It shook a lot of people, yeah, for sure.
But beyond that, our next story we talked about was Game of Thrones.
I know you're gonna go on and on about this, but that's okay.
I love Game of Thrones. I didn't even see the promo. My friend, at first I didn't see it. I saw it after I was already told about the April date because a friend of mine was like, Game of Thrones is in April because we both watch it together. And I was like, oh my gosh. I just love Game of Thrones. It's one of those shows where the last season could be total trash and I'd still love it because it's Game of Thrones and it's the best show ever. Ever. Nothing can top that.
That's so good. Everybody needs a show like that. Are you a Pikachu fan?
When I was younger, I was very into Pokemon. I remember hearing about Detective Pikachu coming out, but I heard about the video game coming out, and then the video game didn't even come out yet, and they already announced the movie, and I was like, that's live action Pokemon movie. That's bold. And then they tagged Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu, and I was like, that's a choice. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, looks interesting. Ryan Reynolds and Pikachu's voice is such a disconnect. It doesn't feel correct.
We'll just have to see what happens. Something that I really found interesting was the Queen of Shade, Queen Elizabeth. I just when she...
Modernness is so cringy.
Writing a note.
Calling her the Queen of Shade because she wrote a note.
Okay, but she wrote a note and handed over the dead slug.
But I feel like this is normal things for royalty. I feel like this is a Tuesday. And if you go back 100 years, I feel like that'd be an everyday thing. I feel like it's just because we live in modern times, they're kind of just we're gonna make a big deal about this and say she's shady. But it's not.
But I'm not mad about saying, oh, she's the Queen of Shade.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to hype her up in that way. I want to put that modern spin on something nasty being put in your food.
Hey. Let slugs live their lives. I don't see.
Have you ever eaten
escargot?
Escargot, yeah.
No, I have not. And I guess that's snail,
I haven't
not
either.
slug. But
I mean, when I went on a cruise, I had the opportunity to, but
should have taken
I
it.
did
Always got to try
not
things
wanna do
once.
that. I couldn't do it. It just looked slimy. My dad tried it. He is totally fine with it, but that's not.
It does not sound
I'm a
appealing.
texture person.
But
The texture matters.
The Bachelor. One of my used to be very need to watch this show, even guilty pleasure, that's the word I'm looking for. But then Colton got picked as The Bachelor and I don't want to watch that. But anyway, this season of The Bachelor I distinctly remember, and because Ari and whatever his last name is, because
Ari with the difficult last name.
Ari
Why
with
you gotta
the
be so
what
difficult?
is your last name?
It's not important. That's not
that
important.
season was wild because he literally picked someone else and they were engaged for a while before the show premiered, and then he was DMing Lauren on Instagram while he was engaged to someone else, and then he sat the other girl down who was the Bachelorette the next season of The Bachelorette, Becca, I think.
Yeah, it was Becca.
He sat her down live on The Bachelor and was like, hey, so I've been DMing Lauren and I feel like this isn't gonna work. I need to be with her. It was real cringe.
Who does that?
But that is all the time we have to talk about our top celebrity gossip and the stories we talked about earlier. So when we come back, we'll be talking about some we'll be doing some Thanksgiving's Would You Rathers. Stay tuned. Hollywood Headlines will be right back after these commercials.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When I was in high school, I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home, and that's hard when you feel like you're doing it alone. That's when I met an artist, my mom, as I'll call her. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but your future is more important. She's my strength. Just being that support for those hard days and those hard nights, not giving up on me. Thank you to my mama. I wouldn't have did this if it wasn't for her. Today is for my mama and everybody who had my back. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. Some people would think, well, maybe it's really not that big of a deal, but it really is. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
You can't sit here.
Don't add her to the chain.
It was just a joke. Why are you talking to me?
Lame.
Loser. Weirdo.
I've said and done things before that I'm not proud of.
Just as I've been hurt by others. The thing is, this is not who I am. And it's definitely not who I want to be.
I don't want to be cruel. I don't want to spread gossip.
I don't want to be a body shamer. We have the power to be more. We can create a kinder world. It's not that hard. We just need to stop. Take a moment.
And consider others before we speak.
And before we act. Be more.
Be more.
Be more.
Welcome back. Now, Haley and I are going to be playing some Thanksgiving-themed Would You Rathers.
I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm not a Thanksgiving fan, so let's see how this goes.
Well, I am. Okay, our first question. Would you rather eat a delicious full dinner meal and no dessert, or unlimited dessert and no dinner?
Dessert, that's the only good part about Thanksgiving. Why would you, I don't eat Thanksgiving food, but I like dessert, so 100% dessert.
Personally, I feel like that's so tough for me. I love my Thanksgiving desserts, but I truly think I could skip that and sacrifice that to eat a full plate of Thanksgiving food.
I usually like pizza bagels for dessert.
Cool. Okay.
Not dessert, dinner, but anyway. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Would you rather spend the holiday with horrible people and the best food, or horrible food and your family, which I guess could also count as the worst people, so maybe just good people?
Oh, that's some tea right there. Honestly, I mean, as much as I do look forward to the good food, I think the people that you're surrounding yourself with is also super important. And I think that with Thanksgiving being, you know, the season of like feeling fulfilled and just feeling like happy with yourself and with your life, I think you do need to have a happy family and you need to like who you're with.
Yeah, no.
I mean, forget the food's good, the food matters, but
Again, it's a little different for me because I don't like Thanksgiving food, but I guess even if I did, I'd still probably pick like the camaraderie and friendship of it all. Like, I'd rather be like hanging out with people I like and spending time with people I like than like, wow, this tastes good, but I'm miserable.
Yeah. Okay, number 3. Would you rather have to cook an entire meal for Thanksgiving or do all of the dishes afterwards?
I think whoever I'm eating Thanksgiving with should prefer me to do the dishes because can't promise you will be eating if I'm the one cooking.
Because it might be gross?
Gross, burnt, non-existent.
Poisoned.
It be that way.
It does be that way sometimes.
How about you?
Yeah, I like baking desserts, but I don't think I can actually bake an entire meal, so I'd probably just stick to the dishes, even though that's gonna be gross, because everything's stuck to the pan. I'm a dishwasher kind of girl.
I won't be eating the dinner anyway, so as soon as they like take things off of the plates, I'll just start scrubbing them down, because once the plate's fresh, it's easier to get stuff off of it than when it like crusts on.
Exactly.
So there we go. Dishes hacks. All right, so the next one is take a bath in gravy or use pumpkin pie filling as toothpaste. Pumpkin pie filling as toothpaste. That sounds beautiful. Awful for my teeth, but sounds like it would taste great.
You would do that?
I have a thing about food where I don't like it on my body. It disgusts me. So the idea of bathing in gravy makes me want to puke.
Honestly, I think I probably would go for the gravy. I would probably hate myself afterwards because I'm gonna smell really gross. But I think that'd be kind of fun, like just putting on your bathing suit and like diving in some gravy.
Go to the next question.
Okay. All right. Would you rather eat turkey leftovers? Oh, this is gonna be a great question for you. Would you rather eat turkey leftovers for every meal for a week or dress up as a pilgrim for an entire week after Thanksgiving?
Okay, well actually that's fun. Fun facts. I do not like Thanksgiving dinner, but I love cold turkey. I like Thanksgiving the day after because I really like cold turkey, but I don't like Thanksgiving. So I'd take the leftovers.
I'd probably also do the leftovers. All right, hit me with the next question.
All right, would you rather eat so much you have to unbutton your pants or leave Thanksgiving dinner extremely unsatisfied? I leave every Thanksgiving dinner extremely unsatisfied.
I don't know why you're such a picky eater.
So like, I feel like I'd go with that one because that would just be Thanksgiving for me.
I think I would probably just unbutton my pants because...
In front of your whole family.
Well, no. I would probably just like kind of hide in a corner and like pop the button, you know?
Put on some sweatpants instead.
Honestly,
solid move.
Since I know that I'm going to be stuffing my face, I already prep myself. I usually wear like leggings or like jeans that are really stretchy. I come prepared so that I don't have to pop my button. But if I had to, I probably would.
I just, you know, if in theory I ate Thanksgiving food, I feel like that's the key move. Why would you wear like tight jeans or something or like tight pants? So you can just be like, sweatpants. It doesn't matter how bloated I get.
Well, you know what? It doesn't even matter because you're just gonna be eating pizza rolls
Hey,
and cold turkey.
I think that I probably will be eating turkey and then I'll have like a roll because like bread. Come on.
Ooh, I have a...
So like Thanksgiving rolls. Sometimes my family does kibasi. I don't know if they do that for Thanksgiving. It really depends. But like, we'll see, hopefully.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for Hollywood Headlines. I'm Haley Kauffman.
And I'm Zach Balint. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.